NuubCast.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I'm back. It's Blomus. This is a PvT on Ohana between Nite from Zero Limits and his opponent, Grobik, the Blue Terran. This is a PvT, obviously. Goes without saying. And welcome to NuubCast. If you're unfamiliar, my name is Blomus, and 9 times out of 10, you're going to see games from lower level players showcasing basically what not to do on the ladder. And hopefully, while we entertain ourselves with good games from players playing against other players at their own level, and potentially learning something at the same time, though not always. But recently, in the last few games, I've been doing a lot of high-level play. Basically, I'm learning that high-level play, I tend to keep my mouth shut more often than not, because it's hard to say what's happening in higher-level games. It's easier to cast low-level games, that's for sure. In any case, if you would like to throw your hat into the newbie ring, send your replay to NuubCast@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to send your replay through my filtration system. And if it cuts the mustard, well, you will have your game cast on NuubCast by me and potentially a 5-year-old. Potentially, though not always. This is actually not a super standard opener for, although against Terran, yeah, I don't see Nexus first rarely against Terran. Definitely, this is actually odd for me to see a Cyber Core before the Nexus. That is rare as far as I'm concerned. And over here with Grobik, we actually have fast expansion. So the Terran fast expanding, while the Protoss is thus far one basing, getting the normal, what looks like a 4-gate opening. And count the probes. Yeah, a couple more probes, and we could be in for a 4-gate here. Which I'd be, I mean, it's not above Nite to 4-gate, it's just I rarely see him do it in the game that he sends me. Here's the his forward probe. I'm gonna kill. Oh, just got away. Just got away. Oh. Escaping by the hair on his chinny chin chin. Wait, man, I'm an SCV. I ain't got no hair. But there, Nite grabbing the second gas, confirming that this is indeed not a 4-gate whatsoever. And he is not chrono boosting his Cyber Core, so, and there is the Nexus. So we have actually what is an extremely safe 1-gate expand for Nite. And that is indeed a rarity. Now he's going to be able to go forward. I mean, something else that we have seen recently, and wouldn't surprise me if you saw here, was kind of a 2-base 4-gate. But I mean, it's not a 4-gate. It's normally 7 or 8-gate, I guess. And here goes some more gates. 3 of them and a Twilight Council. So we're going to see fast blink from Nite. Or a quick blink. It's not really fast, but perhaps early. And he was able to come up here and peek, see a bunch of Marines, and wow, there's no tech labs, there's no upgrades. I mean, there's an upgrade happening. Hey, why don't I do that? Dark Shrine going down for Nite. That's odd. I was not expecting that. Not getting blink, going DT. And actually, this is the second time we've seen Nite go DT against Terran. Personally, I think it's a mistake to go DT against Terran because of scan, because of their quick ability to have vision. And here are your upgrades going down. We got Concussive Shell and Combat Shield going down. So we are going to see some Marauders eventually. Perhaps he's going to start. Yep, he's pumping them, double timing it out of these two racks. Getting a reactor on this one. So we're going to see big bio. I don't see a factory as of yet. So it's going to be hard. Oh, there it is. Nope, refinery, dirt. Waiting to see that factory so we can see whether or not he is going to go for any kind of mech in addition to this bio, or if he's going to go right for a starport and get some medevacs out to help. We have some pylon hidden around the map here. Double warp prism play from Nite. Looks like we're going to have double DT warp-ins. That's going to be interesting. Is he chronoing those? He was, wasn't he? Yep. He sure is. It's going to be interesting. So I guess what he's hoping is going to happen is he's hoping two things. He's hoping that Grobik is good with his macro and he's not missing any mules. So that when... Oh, and he's going to see this first warp prism. Is he going to get it? He is going to get it, and down it goes. But DT's already warping in down here on the low ground. Oh boy. This is one of those instances where you want to have picture-picture. Oh no! The depots are up! The depots are up. Is there any scans? He does have 30 there and 12 there. There's no scans available. DTs are in the base. And he's slowly gathering up enough energy for a scan, but instead he is going to counter. He started to come back, but now he realizes it's going to be a while. And he's got a turret up in his... Nice force fields and DTs. Oh man, DTs in the natural. This is great. This is great. This actually worked out really well. He was actually able to kill the warp prism, but it didn't matter because he doesn't have scan. He's about to have a scan over here. He's got turrets though now in both of his mineral lines, so he's going to be able to hold that off. He was able to scan and kill. Where is he? Where is he? Okay, taking down a starport. He does have a scan, and he's going to take that down. That was pretty fun. Another missile turret going up, and now he's pretty much DT proof. And I think now we're going to see... We're not going to see any more DT production, I'm guessing. And that's the thing. I always feel like it's such an investment. Unless, of course, I mean... Tazerenix could very easily... He could warp in a few more, pick them up. But now... Yeah, now he's got these Marines out here. I don't foresee him doing that. Is he going to warp in DTs? He is. Even though he's got the... he's going to get a few kills. He probably could have killed the turret by the time... But now he's got Grobik saving scans as well, so... he does have one scan at least, and now we have a drop going over here for Grobik. What's happening? We got long distance mining as Nite takes his third. If I have said Tazerenix at all during this cast, I apologize in advance. I did just cast a Tazerenix game, and I've been casting a lot of Tazerenix where I haven't... I've just again started casting Nite games, so I apologize in advance. Big drop here from Grobik. Going to take out the Templar Archives, unpower all these buildings. There's a DT here. Just getting killed just in time. Got it. No. Oh, he does have Storm already. But that was a very effective... Wow. Very effective drop. Come in here, Grobik able to kill off that Nexus. No more scans, so these DTs are getting some thwacks in, but they're not going to be able to do all that much damage. I love it they one-shot Marines, but it takes a two-shot to kill a Marauder. Here's that drop ready to go again over here. I do not see the Templar Archives going back down, and these buildings have not been repowered. There we go. In the meantime, Tazerenix looks as though he was trying to do his own harass here. I missed that. My apologies. This pylon going to go down. We have a command center down for Grobik. He wants to expand down here. Of course, Nite getting his third back up and running. I'm actually kind of surprised to see this lull. It's been so full of action from both sides thus far. This lull is interesting. Are we going to see the Templar Archives go back up? I don't see it just yet. Getting 2-2 for our Terran player. And just +1 defense on armor for Nite. He could be in trouble here. This is actually a fairly sized army, and he's got basically... Well, he does have several storms. So if he gets decent force fields and is able to storm and hammer and anvil with his zealots, could be interesting. He's going to go take down the Nexus again. Is he going to get it? Nice split here from Grobik, but a lot of storms completely just melting these bio units. Oh my goodness. But no stalkers, so he's not going to be able to really chase down these several medevacs, and Grobik will be able to save them for a rainy day, which is today. Oh, Stalker happened to get a couple of weak ones. The 2 weak ones that were there, he was able to knock them out. And here is Warp Prism. He's going to warp in Dark Templar and several Zealots. Now, not a huge army here for Grobik. He actually could be in trouble here. He already killed... Well, I was going to say if he could take it... If he could have taken out the turrets, he could have been in trouble, but... There was too many units to kill too quickly. And now we are moving on to Colossus Tech. Colossus joining the fight. Extended Thermal Lance just finished. And we are getting +3. That's interesting. He went +3 armor first. Before even getting a single weapons upgrade. And 4th base is down for Nite. What's going on with our Terran player? Looks like he's just trying to rebuild his bio army. He has added several barracks. He is getting ghosts now. We're seeing the Mobius reactor as well. So looking for some EMPs. Planetary Fortress at the 3rd. And uh-oh. Looks like we're loading up for another potential drop here. Do we have... We do have a Templar here for feedbacks. Do we have any down here? I don't... Oh, we do have the Templar Archives has returned. Didn't see that get built. Is he chronoing these? He is chronoing his upgrades. Good on ya, mate! And if you look at these Nexi, all of the... Well, with the potential exception of this Nexus, the Nexus energy is pretty low. We're having pylons go down. Is he going to send those into the 3rd? There really isn't that big of an army yet here for Grobik. He's behind by about 25 supply. I just want to real quick check units tab. income tab, I mean, and about equal in harvest. Oh, big old drop in the back here of the main. Grobik able to warp in or drop 2 medevacs full of units, but the Stalkers took down one of his medevacs, but then all of his units died, and now his whole army being forced to come back. The Colossus, and he does escape with just a few units, a couple Marines and a Marauder. And that actually was a pretty good attack, although Tazerenix, I'm sorry, I did it again. Frickin' A. Nite quickly able to get right back to 200-200, and now both guys at 200-200, and we do have 6 ghosts in the mix here, and with this another drop with just these 3 units. Annoying, but gonna be pretty good in keeping Nite from being able to rebuild his army. I have a feeling that, and 3-3 about to finish for Grobik, but just now finishing. Cloak not quite finished. We have EMPs going off everywhere. Here come the Templars with a bunch of storms, but then they get EMP. We still do have a couple storms left, and all of the bio units are going down. But wow, holy holies, Nite. It was a pretty even trade there, because if we look at what's left over for Grobik, it's just 3 Marauders and 6 Vikings. So that was a pretty even trade there. But the problem was back here at home, losing some gateways and several pylons. And again, as you can see, the food were still pretty straight up even. Nite able to very quickly replenish a lot of units here. It makes me wonder but this is pretty much all that Grobik has right now. Oh, I lied. He does have a lot of medevacs, and that many medevacs is pretty stinking good. I'm curious. I was going to say, I was curious if Arcanite went back to producing Colossus. He is only going to make 2. And as Grobik continues to make Vikings, we know that is going to work against him long term. See, that's a lot of Vikings for 2 Colossus. They're going to kill the Colossus quickly, but then the Vikings are going to become somewhat useless. I mean, you can always land them. Oh, he's going to make some more. 5th Nexus going down for Arcanite. And here comes the... This is not as scary an army as the previous one. Again, because of the high Viking count. We have a few more Stalkers. There's a lot of Zealots. They're only 3-1, though. And these guys are 3-3 now. So Arcanite at a distinct disadvantage. Grobik drops on the 4th base. Loses 1 medevac, but no, now attacking at the 3rd and catching Nite way out of position. Going to be very problematic for him, but once this army gets here, Grobik is going to be sad because he's going to lose it. It doesn't appear as though... Well, it looks like Nite is going on the offensive now. Here they come. How's the positioning here? I don't like this Colossus is getting out front. No, pull him back. There's big storms. Actually save the Colossi. But now down both of them go. 1 shot from all these Vikings. But now the Vikings pretty much useless and dying. And the the Zealots now starting to pick apart this army. And the Stalkers going after the medevacs, which is a great idea. Along with these Archons. And here are all the Zealots. Was that a Warpin? We do have Zealots running around in Grobik's base. And a Warpin of DTs back here in the back left to... Can he take out the turret? Turret goes down, but there's all kinds of energy here. So these DTs will not live that long. Oh, they do survive. He didn't land the Vikings, and here comes the offensive from Nite. It looks like he is going to, just by being aggressive, going to be able to take this game. Zealot's doing all kinds of work here. And that, I think, is going to be it here. Grobik trying to rally his forces in the back here. He does have forces at his fourth here, and it looks like he is going to try to do a bit of a trade here. I don't think it's going to be that effective. Nite has way more units, and he's not going to try. He's actually just going to go back. Or not. He's not going to go back. He's just going to base trade. I don't like base trading with the Terran because their buildings can fly. And that is like cheating in a base trade. Vikings coming in, trying to take out the Colossus. Archons and Stalkers going to make that problematic. Storms killing all these units, and that is the end of Grobik's ground army for the most part. You have these bunch of units here at the fourth base. DTs come in, and it looks like they're going to chase down this group of units. And Grobik throws in the towel, seeing he is defeated. Gives the GG, well played. And again, oh man, I love these. I love it when the Archons look like this. So cool, so cool, so cool. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the game. This has been Blamus, and this has been Nite, not Tazerenix, but Nite against Grobik in a PvT on Ohana. I want to make myself a nice StarCraft thing for my Facebook background. Maybe something like this. I want to get the Archons in there. Freaking baller. Take a screenshot, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, peace out, y'all. Keep climbing that ladder.